What it be, y'all? Once again, it's Resin47 here with another album review. And this is actually just going to be like a quick EP review to build into a bigger album review I'm doing later this week for a Record's special 25th anniversary. And ironically enough, the album I'm talking about today turned 25 in April. And I am talking about Helium's 30p, No Guitars, released on April 8th, 1997. So before I get into breaking down the album, I'll do a quick history leading up to it. In 1995, Helium dropped their debut LP, The Dirt of Luck, which is a 5 out of 5 Hall of Fame album for me. I love that. And they started playing more shows in 1995, and they actually got to be a part of Lollapalooza that year, but only for like a few shows. And later that year in September, they dropped a quick extension to The Dirt of Luck called the Super Bowl Plus EP. This has the song Super Bowl from The Dirt of Luck, as well as like 4 new songs. What Institution Are You From? Lucky Charm, Number 12 Elephant, and I Am a Witch. So I love this EP. I love the songs they put on here, and I love the production on here. It's just so dirty. But they put that out, and then 96 comes up. They don't really do anything that year besides a few shows. But in November, they went out to North Carolina and started recording their second full-length album at a studio called the Fidelitorium, owned by someone named Mitch Easter, who was also the person who they started working with for production. So they knocked out 20 songs in those sessions. 14 of them would become their second album called The Magic City, which is the album I'm doing for its 25th anniversary later this week. And then the other 6 would become an EP called No Guitars. Now, I do not like this cover at all. No. It's a big no for me. It doesn't fit with the style of Helium as far as like the way they do like their artwork. It just doesn't fit at all. And it doesn't look like a rock album. Like, you would, like, if you found this at Walmart, you think it was like a pop album or something. But it's not. But, track list right there is actually a lot better to look at. And then, there are your credits right here, if it'll focus. Fuck it, that shit ain't focusing, but they got the disc right here, which is like, something called The Wobbs, which is like a story one of the band members did as a kid. So that's kind of cool. But, like I said, this album was produced by Mitch Easter. But actually, to be honest, he only did like half of this EP. The other 3 songs were done by a production team called Loud Pink Bird. And, okay, before I get into the album, I gotta explain something really quick. This album titled No Guitars is very misleading because there's guitars on every single track. They just don't have any distortion or like any other effects to them. I think No Effects or No Distortion would have been a better, more fitting title. But, regardless, that's still the title they went with. I'm just gonna stop showing that album cover. But, yeah, here we go. We got 6 tracks to go through. So, let's get into it. Track 1 is called Silver Strings. This is a very chilled out sign into the album. I'd almost say it's a quiet song. And those sliding guitar licks that come in at the beginning are really cool. Just makes you feel like you're out in like a remote field just getting stoned in the afternoon or something. That's like the feeling I get from this song. But I'm not gonna lie, I'll just say right now, I'm not a fan of this song. But I really fuck with the chorus because it's like a lot more upbeat, and it kind of comes in out of nowhere. And the way Mary Timmy sings in the chorus is also really cool as well. So, Silver Strings, track number 1. Not really much to say about that song. So, we're going to go right to the next one, which is Dragon number 2. Okay, this is okay, I usually save this for the end of the reviews. I'll just say right now, easily my fucking favorite track on this whole EP. This is a banger. I think this could have been like the Magic City. It starts out with these really laid-back guitars like Silver Strings does. But once the verse drops, it comes in out of nowhere. And like I said, it's upbeat, just like Silver Strings. And the mixing of this track is really good. Like the bass sounds very good in headphones. But Mary Timony starts coming in immediately, killing shit with her catchy vocal patterns. And the breakdown, after the verses with that cello and how she harmonizes with it, so fucking good. It's so hypnotic. And then the second verse, they just repeat that song structure just with new lyrics. and that's basically Dragon 2 in a nutshell. But like I said, this could have landed on Magic City, and there's actually an original, like not really original, but there's a precursor to this song called Dragon Number 1, which they actually recorded earlier in '96. Just Mary and Ash, and actually didn't go by Helium when they recorded those. They went by a different name, Leadbird, and they recorded that and another song called Fantastic Castle. I forgot what like compilation it's on, but that came out in '96. But you can also find that on the Ends with Ann album, both of those songs. But Dragon Number 2, fucking dope. That is a really good song. Exceptional for like compared to everything else in this EP. Which brings us to track 3 called The King of Electric Guitars. Again, just further backs up what I was saying about the album title. Very misleading. There's guitars on every single track, especially this one. And again, just not a fan of this one. But the only positive thing I have to say about this is the flute that appears after each verse is very fucking dope. Very in line with like the style of Helium. So that was pretty cool. But just does nothing for me, man. I'm not really fucking with this song. But yeah, we're gonna be going through these songs fast. So track 4, Sunday. Again, another track that does nothing for me. Mary Timony does one verse at the start, and then the rest is instrumental, which is just a guitar, vibraphone, and a backmash cello. Which the cello actually sounds pretty cool. I won't front. But this kind of feels like something that would have been on like Mary Timony's solo album Mountains in 2001. Kind of feels like that. But that's track 4, Sunday. And track 5, 13 Bs. Is another short instrumental track. 1 minute 24 seconds. It's easily the shortest on the album. But I will say this. I actually do like this song. The synth and the flute in this track are very fucking dope. I think that's the Casio tonal work like that. Like the... what's that? It was called like a clavichord, I think that was called. Kind of sounds like that, but it sounds more like a synth. I think that's the Casio tone that Mary Timony was using around this time. But I like the melodies in this track because they remind me of one of my favorite songs from the Dirt of Luck, Oh, the Wind and Rain. And actually, Timony reworked and wrote lyrics to this song in her solo album Mountains in 2001. I'll have that in the description as well as Dragon Number 1. And I will say this, if she sang those lyrics over this instrumental, I would like the song even more. But regardless, still a good instrumental track. And then it ends off with track 6, Riddle of the Chamberlain. Which really quick, that is the Chamberlain, for those that don't know, it's like the precursor to the Mellotron, if you know what that is. And around this time, like, Mary Timony really fell in love with that instrument. That's why you get this song here called Riddle of the Chamberlain. And 6 minutes and 56 seconds, sign off to this EP. Again, Mary Timony only has one verse and the rest is instrumental. And this shit is just too drawn out for me. There's that second sequence with the cello and the drums. Agonizingly long. It sounds like 2.5 minutes, I think. Oh, man. But the only positive shit I really have to say about this track is the beat switch at 5:41 to the end. That shit was actually kind of cool. And I like how Timony sang on that. But yeah, that is Helium, No Guitars, released April 8th, 1997. If you can't tell by like my emotional expressions, this is the only album of theirs I'm not fucking feeling. The only song I have I think I can go back to is Dragon Number 2. That's, like I said, it's my favorite on the album, and that song is really fucking good. But this is definitely below average compared to like Pirate Prude, Dirt of Luck, and even Super Bowl Plus. And like I said, these songs came from the same studio sessions as the Magic City. So you think they'd be, I love that album. You think these songs would be fire, but no, not really. But I think it's just them kind of experimenting. That's because there's a lot of different instruments like vibraphones, cellos, chamberlins, and all that kind of shit. And they do have a lot more different instruments on the Magic City, but the songs in there are definitely more album material. This is just throwaway shit. But so I'll I'll let this project slide because it was just like an experiment to me personally. But yeah, I would not recommend this for people trying to get into Helium. It does not represent them at all. Start with the Dirt of Luck. Start with Ends with Anne. Those are fucking masterpieces. And even Power Prude, I would start with that too if you want like heavy grimy shit. But the Resident 47 rating of no guitars, I'll give this a 2 out of 5. Not good. I mean, and like my favorite track, like I said, Dragon Number 2. I wouldn't even give it a top 3. Like the only other track that I like really like, the only other track in here I like is 13 Bs, and that's just like that's a struggle like for me. So yeah, only banger on here is Dragon Number 2. Check that song out; it's fucking dope. But yeah, that is Helium No Guitars EP review. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned later this week. I got a 25th anniversary review coming out for their second full-length album and their final project and their final studio project called The Magic City, released September 9th, 1997. I'll catch y'all then. So, Resident 47, I'm out of here.